All right, so welcome to Friday's class. My name is Kate with Scott Leroy Marketing. Today I'm going to be going over our SLM templates that we have available for you guys. And with that, we're going to be taking a look at Canva and a slight overview of Canva because those templates can be accessed through Canva and created. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. The first thing I want to show you guys is how to create a Canva account, okay? So if you don't have one, there's a couple of ways you can set one up. You can come over to our Scott Leroy website and you can request that we set one up for you. To find that, you will go to Agent Resources, Agent Support, and down to Build Your Business. We can set up a free basic Canva account for you guys. It's this little link right here. When you click on that, it's going to open up a form. It's going to have you complete the information here. What's great about this is if there are multiple accounts you'd like to set up, you can select which ones. If you just need Canva, you can go ahead and just select that option. And we can go ahead and set up your Canva account for you. Now, keep in mind, these are free basic accounts. We're not providing a paid for account or anything like that, but you can certainly upgrade your account, okay? So that is always an option. If you are looking to set up your Canva account on your own, what you'll do is you'll just go to canva.com. You're going to go ahead and click this sign up button in the top right-hand corner. From there, you can select any of these options with how you'd like to set up that account. Generally, we recommend doing just the email, but you can use your Google or Apple, whichever you'd like. All of those will work. When we set these up, we're going to use the email. You would enter your email right here, continue. It's going to send over a code to your email that looks just like this. You'll plug in that code and then it will automatically log you in. Now, once you are logged in, it doesn't have you set a password during that process, but if you are interested in creating a password for your account, you can log in. And if you come down to your icon in the bottom left-hand corner, you can go to Settings, and you can go ahead and hit Login right here. And then you can do a password reset. Now, in doing this, it's going to send over a code and allow you to do that. So let's go ahead and do this really fast. I've got my little test email here. So let me grab that. And we're going to come back and I'm going to plug in my email. It's going to send over another code to my email. So give it just a second. There is my code. And we're going to go ahead and just paste that here. Now, when it does that, it's going to allow me to go ahead and set up a password, okay? So I'm going to move this off screen really quick and create my password. Give me 1 second here. All right. Once that's done, you're going to be logged in again, okay? So pretty easy if you don't set up that password. Some people like it. Some people like to just log in with their email, whichever you prefer is totally fine. You can use any of those options. We're not assisting with setting up paid accounts if, I'm not sure if that was your question. If you want us to set up the account and then you add Pro to it, we can certainly do that, but we're not assisting with paid accounts because that requires us to have card information and things like that, and we try to avoid that. But I will show you guys how you can sign up for that today. So if you are interested in that, I will kind of go over that. How do you see how many accounts we have? Sherry, I'm not 100% on your question. If you want to kind of give me some more details, I can kind of help. But let's keep plugging along, okay? So now that we have our Canva account set up, let's take a look at some of the SLM provided templates, okay? So to find those, we're going to go back to our Scott Leroy website here. And once we're in the Scott Leroy website, we do want to make sure we're logged in. I'm currently logged in, so it's going to say log out, but you'll use your Market Center number to sign into this website. Now from here, we're going to come back to agent resources. And if we go all the way down to marketing support, you're going to find that the very last option under marketing support is going to say templates. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click on that specific link. Now, once I do that, you'll see that we have some different types of templates we can create. What's great about these is all of these are going to be free. You don't have to have a paid account to use any of these. You could just come in here and start using them, okay? There are some leadership templates. Now, that is not to say that you can't use one of those and create something for your business. So you can definitely check those out. Maybe a birthday post for a client or something like that. So you can certainly take a look at those. But we're going to focus today on these agent templates over here on the right-hand side. Now with that, you'll see we have listing social posts. Those are going to be for your social media platforms. We have listing flyers. So maybe you want to print out a flyer for an open house or a just listed. You want to leave them at the home. You can come here to find those different types of templates. We have postcards. Maybe you want to print your own postcards and have them sent out. Maybe you just want a postcard so that you can use direct mailers in command. You can come here and find those. They're going to have two sides and have the layout already created for you. Next, we also have some email signatures, okay? That's going to be the first one that we're going to take a look at together today. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that email signatures. When we do that, we're going to be brought in to view some of the different designs. So we can kind of shuffle through these and look at the different ones just to make sure that there's one in here that we like. Let's say we wanted to go with this one here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this use template for new design. And when I do that, it's going to have me, I guess, log in again. Sorry, thought I was already logged in. Of course, I forgot the password I set. Oh gosh. Give me 1 second, you guys. So sorry about that. That is what happens when we create a brand new account. I should have saved it, and I didn't. Will not make that mistake twice. Alrighty, so now that I'm logged back in, it's still on that same screen we were on. It's going to bring us into all of these designs, okay? So we can now see all of the ones that we were previously looking at. Every single one will be here. So there's quite a few designs right here. But if we go down to find the one that we liked, let's say it was this one, we can go ahead and start editing this. So we can go ahead and start plugging in all of our information. So let's say we want to change this. Let's go ahead and put my name here. I'm going to leave it as real estate agent, but you can change that if you want. Since I'm just putting my first name, I can adjust that. I can go ahead and double click and edit my email. I'm going to leave those pieces of information as well. But if you want to change the colors on these, you can certainly do that. You can pick from the default colors. This photo colors will pull different colors from your design. So let's say you wanted to pull that grayish blue color that's actually pulling from the back of Scott's photo. It's going to kind of pull those colors in for you. So it's pretty cool that it does that. If you're trying to grab the color that's in the logo or something like that. So it's going to make it very easy for you guys to kind of switch those up. Okay. So we make these all the same color as the Scott Leroy. There we go. Now, if we wanted to switch out our photo, we can go ahead and click on that. If we need to upload that from our computer, we're going to go ahead and hit upload. It's then going to allow us to upload from multiple different places. I'm going to go ahead and do upload file from computer though. And I know this is the same photo, but we're going to go ahead and pull this one in so I can show you guys how to do that. And if we want to replace this, you can drag and drop this over. As you can see, it's going to swap out that photo for me, okay? Now, once that photo's there, this one's not quite as clean as the other one, but I can resize that if I want to, move it around. And then once I'm done, I just click off of that. Now I'm going to undo that because, like I said, the other photo's a little bit clearer. We'll go ahead and keep that one. But you can change any of this. If you want to change the colors back here, same thing. you can make any of those changes yourself. Now, once you have your email signature created, and this is the one you want to use, we can go ahead and download this, okay? So I'm going to hit share. We're going to do download. I'm going to leave this as a JPEG or PNG, whichever you want to use. I'm going to leave it on JPEG. Now with this, it has 21 pages because it's pulling all of those email signature options into this design. So we want to make sure we select either page 11 or current page will pull the same thing. And once I hit done, I'm going to download just that image. If I wouldn't have selected the specific page, it's going to download all 21 images. So we don't necessarily need to do that, okay? Now, once we have our email signature created and downloaded, I'm going to show you guys really quick how to add that to your email signature in case that's something you're interested in doing. For that, we're going to go to our email. This would look the same as your KW email. You're going to go ahead and click the little gear in the top right corner for your settings. And from there, you're going to hit See All Settings. Now, once we do that, we're going to scroll down until we find signature. Okay, it's going to look like this right here. Now, we don't have any, so we're going to go ahead and hit Create New. I'm going to put class 523, and we're going to create. Now I can go ahead and pull in my image and everything like that. If I click Insert Image, it's going to now prompt me to paste a URL or upload that to my Google Drive. We generally recommend hosting this and pasting the URL. Every once in a while, if we see it added a different way, for whatever reason, randomly down the line, it disappears and isn't in your email signature, or an image isn't displaying correctly. So to host that and get that URL, we recommend going to imgur.com. You do not have to have an account for this site. You just go ahead and hit New Post. Now from there, we can search our signature on our device or drag it in. And then once we have that, we can go ahead. I'm going to wait till it stops spinning. Otherwise, we may get an error with the URL. So if you see that little spinning icon, you may want to give it a minute. Sometimes it's easier to open in a new window as well because it will avoid that. So I'm going to go ahead and then copy image address, okay? And we're going to take that URL that we just copied and we're going to paste it, and it will pull up our photo right there. And we can hit insert. Now you can resize this right here if you want to, making it larger or smaller. You can insert text above that if you needed to. If you're in an office that has to have your IABS or other compliance links, you can include those here as well. You can go ahead and paste the URL and hyperlink that. Now, once you're done with your signature, make sure you turn on these signature defaults, okay? So you want to make sure you select the email signature that you would like to use, both for email use, so that's going to be for brand new emails you're writing, and also on reply and forward, okay? And then we're going to save. And to kind of just check that, make sure it's working, we can hit compose, and we will see our signature populating, okay? See a couple questions. Let me just take a peek. If you see me skip over a question, it may take a little bit more detail to answer, so I may come back to it. Sherry, I'm going to come back to yours. I just want to make sure I answer you fully. If you're looking for the code, you're going to have to sign up with your email or Google. It should send over a code right away. For your Market Center number, I can look that up here at the end, or you can reach out to your Market Center staff to grab that, okay? All right, guys, let's keep moving along. Also, if you guys have other questions while we're going through this, feel free to drop those in the chat, okay? What I'm going to do now is we're going to go back to our kind of our home page of Canva. So from there, you're going to see I now have my design. I can come back into that. I can make edits. I can choose a different signature, whatever you'd like to do, okay? A couple other things I want to just show you on the templates really quick are the other types of templates we have. So let me go back. I lost my Scott Leroy site. From here, We're going to go back to the marketing, back to templates. And let's just take one look at one of the flyers really quickly, just so we can see the different ones. All of the different types of templates we offer are going to show you multiple design images within one. So for example, let's say we're looking at an open house. Like we were shuffling with the email signatures, you're going to have all of the different designs within the one. So anytime you hit use, it's going to bring you into all of those different flyers. So you'll have all of them to edit and use as you'd like, okay? So we'll take a quick look at editing one of these flyers really fast. I'm not going to pull in all of the photos just because to save a little time, make sure we get through everything. But if you have trouble adding photos here, you can certainly reach out to our support team. It's going to be very similar to what we did with the headshot though. You're going to upload and then replace on the image. And same for the text. You're going to go ahead and just double click, type over. You can change fonts, colors, sizing. You can move it around. These, you can come and edit how you want. It's not going to affect the templates on our actual website. So these are now yours to edit. So you can come in here and add your description, or you can delete this box entirely. Whoops, I'm hitting the wrong keyboard again. If you need to add your KW office logo, let me grab the link for those so you guys have that. Got things all over the place today. So KW has recently added the logos to a file. You can find this through the Connect in the command account, but I'll go ahead and drop that in. You can find and download your entire Market Center logo selection here on this Google file, okay? I like to do Control F to find the Market Center I'm looking for. So let's just type a number today. You can kind of use the arrows as well if you're not finding the one. You can preview them. It will give you a preview of the logo. And you can also download the entire folder. Now, once we download the entire folder, we're going to have to unzip it because it is a zip folder. And then we will have all of our different logos, okay? So we can come in here. We can view the different options that they've provided. So we have the one here. We also have the CMYK. Oh, I did CMYK. We also have the black and white. These will provide you with all of the different formats, different color options. So no matter what design you're using, you're going to have a logo that will work, okay? So now what we can do is add these to our Canva account. Anytime you upload a photo or image, it's going to be in here for you to use forever. So similar to your assets and designs, they're going to stay in here and allow you to continue to use them for future designs. So adding your logos right away is going to make life a little easier. They have two different options. They have one with Realty and one without. So we'll just go ahead and grab these. It may not upload all of them. We're going to upload some more. We're going to go back and grab the colored ones. So now, no matter what I'm creating, I have a logo that's going to work for my design, okay? Now, same as the photo, when we dragged and dropped to replace the image, we can do the same thing with these logos. If we move that over that box that we're selected on, it's going to replace that photo. Now, the sizing may not line up correctly, so you may have to do some adjusting to that. Or you can just delete that one and add a new one to the top, okay? And then, of course, you can still resize that. So a couple of options there. Whatever you're more comfortable with, you can go ahead and do. See another question. Oh, yes. Thank you for dropping that link in there. We don't have templates for like a trifold within our templates. You can find those in designs though right now. We may add some in the future. But at this time, I don't know when those will be added, if they're going to be added, okay? So if we went ahead and added all of our images to this, we changed the address, the date, the time, we're ready to download this and use this. Same thing as before, we can go ahead and share, download. Since we want to print this, I generally recommend doing the PDF. You can either do PDF standard or for printing, whichever you prefer. And then same thing, we're going to make sure we select the correct page or just go ahead and download all of them. Now, once we're done downloading that, we can go ahead and print it in Office, send it out to be printed, whatever you'd like to do. It will give you that nice PDF that you can start using. Make sure I don't see any other questions. Designs would be in Command. They do have trifolds in there. Sandy, all of the SLM templates can be found on our Scott Leroy website. It's just scottleroymarketing.com. You're going to log in with your Market Center number, go to Agent Resources, Marketing Support, and Templates. And I'll also drop this link directly to the templates in the chat for you guys, okay? All righty. I go through. This is our first time teaching this class, so if you guys have any questions specifically, definitely let me know, or if there's something you would like to see, because it is a brand new class, we can always kind of improvise today a little bit, but I do have some things specific to go over, so we will cover that as well. All right, so let's see. I do want to show you guys really quick before we dive into some more designs in Canva, how to go about getting the pro account. I know that KW has been kind of working with Canva to maybe hopefully have some type of integration. I don't have all of the details, but I think they are working on something. So you can sign up through the KW Marketplace for a Canva Pro account. So I want to show you guys how to access that. It does give you a discount. Once you have a pro account, you can even find the KW brand assets within your Canva account. So if you are interested in that, it does give you that discount. It does allow you to have brand kits and things like that. So if that is something you are interested in, you're going to log into your Command account and go to the KW Marketplace, which is the little storefront in the top right corner. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just search Canva so that we don't have to hunt too hard for it. And you can see Canva for KW. $96 is actually their discounted rate, I believe. I'd have to go back to Canva for sure. I think this will tell us. So 120 is the yearly rate if you are not doing it through KW, okay? So you get a discount by going through the marketplace. If we go ahead and hit learn more, that's going to bring you in to let you know about the discount, claim your 20% off. You'll go ahead and hit that start button, and that will take you through the prompts to sign up for that pro account. This will also go over a lot of the benefits and things like that that will help once you have that pro account through KW, okay? So you can certainly come here. I can drop this in the chat as well. You just may have to be signed into your KW to access it correctly, okay? Sorry, just checking these questions in the chat. Okay. Any questions on how to get to the marketplace and sign up for that? We'll close a couple of these. Got a lot going on now. All right, we're going to go back to designs. I want to show you guys how to make a custom design. This comes in handy if you're needing to resize photos, specifically your headshot, if you're trying to resize a postcard so that you can use it for a direct mailer. All of those things would be great to use the custom sizing for. So we're going to go back to our homepage of Canva. Now let's say we wanted to resize our photo exactly to be that 360 by 360 pixel that is necessary for our marketing profile, okay? I could click on the right buttons. So this little one right here, 360 by 360 pixels. Let's show you guys how you can create that on your own. Now we are happy to resize those for you. Anything we can do to help. But if you would like to create that on your own, and resize it, you can as well. So for that, we're going to hit create. So we're going to do a brand new. And from here, we're going to do custom size. Okay. And you can change it to be pixels, inches, millimeters, centimeters. For this specific one, though, we want to do the pixels and we want to just do 360 by 360. That's going to create us that perfect little square for a headshot. Okay. So now that we have that, if we want to bring our photo in, this one here, we can go ahead and drag and drop that and put it in that perfect little square. Let's say you also wanted to resize your logo here. Let's go ahead and save this one really quick, and I'll show you guys how to make that 360 as well. So this one's gonna be a little different because it's not already a 360. Delete this. Let's go ahead and upload that SLM one. And we'll give it a second. Now, once this one loads, if we were to drag and drop, usually it would cut it off. This one's not, but if we do like this one here for your Market Center logo, your Market Center logo is not a perfect square, so to put it in that perfect square, it's going to cut off a lot of the design. So let's use this one instead. Let's delete this. Instead of dragging and dropping on this one, what I want to do is I want to click on the photo to add new to the top. And I'm just going to resize this to make it as big as I can. This comes in handy when you're doing your logo for your marketing profile, again, your headshot, things like that. But the logo specifically, it'll make sure it's that perfect size. And again, you just go ahead and download. Now this one only has one image, so I don't have to worry about selecting the specific photo. And I can just go ahead and go back to my marketing profile. I'm not going to actually save this, but if I wanted to replace that, it's going to put it in that perfect little square for me. Okay. Now, the other example of that, like I was mentioning, would be the postcards. So if you're wanting to create a postcard, a direct mailer in Command, this is going to be a great one to kind of know because the direct mailers, when you're uploading a custom template, it requires a very specific size to be added. So if we come in and edit this, when you're uploading a custom template, you're going to use these exact sizes, otherwise your design is not going to fit. And the perfect example of that is if you're creating a postcard in Command Designs, that postcard sizing is not going to be exact. So what you could do is you could create that sizing in your Canva account. Let's go ahead and just do this one here. Just paste it up there so I can remember it. So our width is going to be 2775. We're going to do 1875 here, and we're going to leave this as pixels because that is what it is set for. Now, if we create new, and I want to drag in those postcards, I can go ahead and grab my postcard. I don't think I saved these, but let's find out. Perfect. So I have those postcards from yesterday. These ones are not the correct size. So if I were to upload these to direct mailers, they're not going to fit. For example, I browse this, come down. It's going to let me know, please ensure your sizing is correct, okay? So instead of resizing that, I can add a custom sizing here, and I can go ahead and add those designs just like this and just like this. And now I have the perfect size to download these and add them to my direct mailer, okay? They would then fit. Kind of did this one yesterday. These were already resized, so these will upload correctly, okay? Alrighty. So that's a lot of the content I really want to cover with you. I also want to show you guys how to find designs within the Canva account that you can start customizing that are not ours, okay? So you can always come in here and search. Maybe you want to find a newsletter that you want to send out and you want to find a design for that. There's one right here for real estate. There's a bunch right here for real estate. As you can see, it's picking up on some of the things we've already been doing. You could come in here and customize these. If you have a pro account or not, that would depend which ones you have access to edit. And then you can customize this for yourself. Maybe you want to put different photos, cover different relevant information. You can customize these, add different photos. And then if you want to add this to a email newsletter to send out, that can be done as well, okay? So if we wanted to take these, let's say we edit these and we want to take these into our email campaign. You go ahead and leave them as a PNG, and I'm just going to do the first page for this example. If you guys have specific questions on editing any of this in Canva, let me know. It's pretty easy with the dragging and dropping and double clicking and text, editing text and things like that. But if you have questions, definitely let me know. I can cover that in more depth. Once I download this, though, if I wanted to take this into an email campaign, we'd want to come to our designs. Now, remember, I downloaded this as a JPEG. So I'm going to go into email, create. I'm going to grab an image, and I'm just going to grab that photo and plug it in. And now we could go back. We want to add our header, and then we could send this out as an email to all of our database. So you can use Canva to create any of these types of designs. There's also let's go back to the home screen. They do also have the Canva AI in here, which you can also search. So maybe you wanted to find open house flyers. You could even have it help you create one. You could plug in the date and time, I believe, and it will update all of that for you. I haven't tried it, so let's try it. I haven't messed with the AI in here too much. So let's do it together just to see. So it's saying it might not get every detail, so you may still have to come in and do a lot of those edits. But it is changing some of it, May 25th. So 123 Main Street is on that one. So that is also a very helpful tool if you guys want to kind of limit some of the things you have to create. You can definitely play around with the AI in here and have it create those. Okay. Take a quick look at these questions. I'm not sure on the question about booking a session. If you want to provide more info, I can see if I can help. I'm not sure about the pro account having video editing. Let me see if I can find out real quick. So it does say that Canva Pro includes video editing features. So that should be included with the pro accounts. All right. So guys, this is probably going to be a shorter class day. There is not a ton more to cover. So if you do have questions, please let me know. I'm just going to review my notes here to see if there was anything else I want to cover with you guys. Where you can find those brain kits. If you sign up for the KW account through Marketplace, the brain kits will be available through here. Okay, so as you can see, I think you can search for it. I think you have to have the pro account in order to search for it, but you should be able to find that through here. You may have to use your KW account to have that specifically. I'll have to see if I can find more details on that. All right, guys. That's most of the content that I want to create or cover with you guys, though. So I'm going to stop record and go over any questions you guys have. So definitely keep dropping those in the chat, and we'll go through those. And if there's anything else, let me know.